May I request Rama Rao sir to give away the awards to the students?
Thank you so much, sir. Sri Satya Sri 160201, 162003 T. Anil Kumar, 162005 Srinivas Reddy, 162009 Hemant. One six zero 3001 GV Abhinav, 160305 Anisha, 160307 Aslesha, 160308 Avinash, 160309 Avinash N, 160310 Bhavani, 160311 Gaurav Mishra, 160313 Akula Jyoti Panindra, 160314 Josna, 160316 Kedarini, 160318 Kiran Kumar G, 160321 Mahalakshmi Yadav, 160322 Mahati, 160327 Navya, 160330 Pooja, 160331 Priyanka Singh, 160332 Prudhvi, 160303 Purnima Tripathi, 160334 Rahul, 160337 Sai Harish Kumar, 160340 Sai Pratyusha, 160341 Sai Pritam, 160345 NS Bhanu Prakash, 160347 Shri Harsha, 160349 Sindhuja, 160351 Saugandhika, 160353 Shubham Banerjee, 160354 Shushmita Sri Ravali, 160355 Shushrit, 160356 Shweta Chavali, 160357 Roshan, 160358 Varalakshmi, 160358 Varalakshmi, 160360 Gayatri, 160362 Vijayram, 160363 Madhuri Yogesh Mehta, 160366 Shravya Reddy, 160367 Saima Rahman, 160368 Ayosha, 160370 Karthik, 160307 Ismail, 160307 Sai Shiva Venkata Ganesh Kumar, 163073 Pratyusha, 163074 Ajay Kumar G, 163079 Ishwar Krishna, 160401 160403 Abhishek, 160404 Abhishek Bhagavatula, 160411 Anshu, 164012 Arvind Reddy, 164015 Balachandra Reddy, 164017 Bindu Shri, 164022 Harsha Chaitanya, 164025 Girija Loya, 164027 Firoz Muhammad, 164028 Maunika Reddy, 164029 Monica Velloru, 164031 Nelson Kumar, 164032 Nitesh Kumar, 164033 Parvati Sharat Chandra, 164034 Prabhu Kumar C, 164037 Rahul, 164041 Sai Nitesh, Sai Nishant, 164045 Pavan K, 164049 S Shankar, 164050 Surya Hemant, 164051 Sushmita Y, 164053 Venkataramana Vamshi A, 164055 Viraj Sane, 164061 Sumant Reddy B, 164062 Jayan, 164063 Garima Kumari, 160803 8003 Lahari M, 160804 Dominic Maria, 168008 Monica Kant, 170602 Swati. Thank you so much, sir, for the certificates. We request you to kindly be seated. May I call upon our Madam Mahaparali to give away the certificates for the students. Thank you. 150105 Ramya Shri, 160458 Bhargavi, 1601117 Sai Kirti, 160120 Sai Teja, 161076 Nikhil, 161139 Shilpi Mishra, 161062 Lavanya, 160152 Sumesh, 160343 Sai Suraj, 150402 Akhil, 1608006 Vamshi Krishna. 1501057 Pravalika Chanda. 1601183 Vishnu. 1601119 Sai Nikhil. 1601074 Pavan Kumar. 1601058 Sanjana. 1601067 Yes Krishna. 1508008 Shravya. 1601162 Uday Kumar. 1603003 Ajay Sai. 1601025 Charishma. 1601175 Vidya Grace. 1601131 Satya Krishna Teja. 1603048 Shubhakant Parida. 1601130 Akshay Sarda. 1601128 Sandeep Kumar. 1601197 Nikhil. 1601134 Shalini. 1601186 Yochna. 1601156 Swapanti. 1601145 Saumya. 1501048 Naveen. We request all students to kindly applaud. We're not able to hear any noise from students. Thank you. So 1501048 Naveen. 1601052 Jayan. 1501054 Sabini. 1601079 Om Prakash. 1601080 Paul Vishal. 1601144 Saumya. 1601208 Selva Ganesh. 1601222 Suchitra Roy. 1601207 Sujana Tiwari. 1501073 Swayam. 1501052 M Kaur. 1504029 Naushad. 1608010 Satya. 1608005 Yuvashri. 1601083 Fani Raj. 1601166 Rohit KV. 1601217 Shrikant. 1601223 Richa Arya. 1505025 Shriram. 1504015 Minhaj. 1504004 Ananya. 1601198 Shreya. 1601188 Karthik. 1503020 Maunika. 1503028 VR Manognya. 1501060 Shaktivel. 1601086 Pramita Tandon. 1601132 Sheikh Sajid. 1601192 Kalyani Reddy. 1604051 Shushmita. 1706002, Shwati G. 1706004, Manohar Dev. 1706005, Anand Ganti. 1706007, Manasa Potugunta. Thank you so much, ma'am, for those certificate distribution. Most awaited time that we are going to have now. I think we'll request our chief guest, Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, to deliver the convocational address. May I call upon Sir onto the podium to give away the convocational address. Thank you, sir.
Sri K. Madhav Rao, President, Board of Governors, Institute of Public Enterprise. Dr. R. K. Mishra, Director, IPE. Respected Professor P. Ramarao, Srimati Mahaprabha Ali, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, my dear students who are receiving their degrees today, ladies and gentlemen, I deem it a privilege to be invited to address the first convocation of the Institute of Public Enterprise. I would like to thank the President, the Director, and other eminent members of the IPE for extending this honor to me. I'm particularly happy to see my mentor and guide, Professor Ramarao, here today on this occasion. I am not telling this simply for the sake of making him my mentor, but he has truly played and guided me over years, decades I should say, in shaping my career and in many contexts. He has of course been the person responsible for assigning me major tasks with respect to India's prestigious academies as its president. And I have often referred to him matters of very significant issues on which I had some role and would never decide without getting his final word whether it is the right track or not. And more recently, Professor Ramarao kindly agreed to review the National Education Policy 2019, and his inputs were extremely valuable, insightful, and most importantly in consonance with what we should have as a university system in the 21st century. I express all this in front of all of you because he is really a role model for not only for you, even for people like us. Thank you, Professor Ramarao. My warmest greetings to each and every one of you who is present today on this August occasion. I always look forward to visit Hyderabad, not only for its culture, cuisine, and rich heritage, but also for its vibrant society that enriches individuals and institutions alike. Institute of Public Enterprise, established 5 decades ago, is the first of its kind in the world and owes its existence to the vision of Dr. S.S. Kera, ACS, the then Cabinet Secretary, Government of India, and Dr. V.V. Ramanathan, an eminent economist. The Institute has established itself as a center of erudition through the pursuit of academic and professional excellence, supporting individuals, institutions, as well as national and international organizations. It's highly satisfying to note that in its journey over the last 5 decades, the Institute has pursued systematic and sustained study of issues relevant to the formulation, implementation, review, monitoring, and assessment of policies and programs concerning the public enterprises. I am delighted to note that IPE has been providing technical and knowledge inputs to the Government of India and its various ministries, state governments, government agencies, and international organizations on issues of policy making, policy implementation, and impact evaluation. IPE's intellectual contribution as a think tank has been widely appreciated. In this rich and eventful journey of the Institute it had the good fortune of being guided by visionary leaders and faculty of high academic standing. I warmly and personally congratulate each and every one of you who is being conferred the degrees, awards, and medals of this reputed institution as a fitting recognition of your academic accomplishments. Additionally, hope, courage, conviction, and determination are qualities that will lead you to achieve your goals. This institution has not only imbibed this quality in you, but also blended it with a unique value system, thereby equipping you to meet the challenges of the future. There's a world full of opportunities beckoning you. Ventures here and everywhere else in the world will be competing for your commitments. One person with a wealth of ideas, the chance of improving the lives of many. Management has been practiced ever since man was forced to work in groups to accomplish common goals. It's well known that in ancient India, we had many classics that dealt with the management of state and society. The norms under which the Indian society functioned in the last 2 millennia are those of Smritis. The earliest and well-known of these, the Manusmriti, was codified sometime in the first 2 centuries. Chanakya wrote a definitive treatise on economics and government and administration at a time when large parts of the world were steeped in intellectual darkness. Chanakya's precepts are of universal applicability and timeless. While preparing this address, your president and director suggested that I share some of my own unique experiences in my professional career, which I propose to do so now. Many of my generation who took up leadership responsibilities in government and other sectors, which included design and implementation of major projects like that of the country's space mission, in my case, have fulfilled their leadership role by marrying our academic background with the gains of our exposure to the larger ecosystem encompassing multiple dimensions of the broad national endeavor. I should state within my limited comprehension that I had the opportunity of experiencing a variety of ecosystems in different phases of my life. One thing that was common to these ecosystems was its diversity that revealed the several dimensions and complexities of our society. In the first instance, my schooling and college experiences in Bombay helped me to expose to an environment where a person with spirit of adventure and exploration could make a mark. Subsequently, working at the Physical Research Laboratory for my PhD with Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, this provided exposure to a new culture of thinking and at the same time getting opportunities to witness the birth of a very interesting national endeavor, the space. Later on, when I joined India's space program, I became a part of an innovative national endeavor which not only encompassed science and technology, but also called for touching the life of a common man through his multiplicity of capabilities translated into meaningful applications. Further, working in different roles in space and rising to the position of being the chairman demanded that I had to be familiar with the knowledge and tools needed not only to manage this complex system, but also to take its benefits to the nook and corners of the country so that common citizens could reap its benefits. Besides science and technology, developmental applications, leadership, financial management, multiple government interfaces both at the state and central level, dealing with political systems, conducting international relations were all to be brought together at a systemic level by appropriately adopting management systems. When I laid down the office of the Space Department to be nominated as a member of the Rajya Sabha, I was to face a new environment, culture, and very many new demands. However, the background that I was familiar with many of the core sectors of the national activities, came in handy to make my foray into Rajya Sabha. One had to bring in additional perspectives as to how to look at the essence of a problem, making focused assessment in the August forum that could make sense to the members of the parliament and participate in major debates where multiple views would be aired by parties with different ideologies. Learning to deal with these new aspects were a new dimension to my knowledge and experience of the previous years. Later, when I became the member of the Planning Commission, the now erstwhile Planning Commission, exposure to the national planning process, policies, and programmatic assessments demanded additional ability, such as in finance and unique tools of planning, with other optimal parameters to factor with a broader perspective, that is Planning Commission. The reason why I'm trying to elaborate these is to highlight that on one side, you build your experience and wisdom continuously over years, bringing to bear the same to your new jobs and responsibilities, add additional dimensions as called for by the job at hand, and derive abilities all through incising and characterizing the system you are in and developing suitable strategies to integrate the knowledge and the previous experience into the new framework. If you see it in this perspective, you would appreciate that you had the earlier experiences that were useful for handling the newer responsibilities. What was needed from my side at all times was to retain the ability to assess newer demands and to assimilate the useful previous experiences, while at the same time to add newer dimension and experiences to it. Now I shall touch upon another aspect. My own life over the years have been considerably influenced by my teachers, mentors, and many well-wishers. I would like to single out three of those who played a significant role in shaping my career, not lacking in exciting challenges. First, I would like to recall the role of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. As I mentioned before, I got the opportunity to join the research team under Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who was leading groups in astronomy and astrophysics at the Physical Research Laboratory in Ahmedabad for pursuing my PhD degree. PRL at this time was serving as the cradle of the Indian space program under the visionary leadership of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. It is here I learned the methods of scientific research, which in turn shaped my capabilities of training the mind for incisive thinking and critical analysis. A good research worker is also expected to acquire a broad knowledge base encompassing several subjects and themes, and also the ability to explore connections between multiple subjects with no obvious linkages on the surface. Dr. Sarabhai was instrumental in the first major decision relating to my professional career. I had completed my PhD, was ready to accept a postdoctoral fellowship abroad. When Dr. Sarabhai heard about this, he immediately reacted to it by giving me an alternate for my future, particularly emphasizing the emerging challenges and excitements of a new field of space research on which the country was embarking. He went on to emphasize that there is nothing like working in your own country when such opportunities present themselves. The deep conviction with which he gave me this advice and the persuasive powers of his arguments left me with no alternative than to work in my own country. In retrospect, I do not regret following his prophetic advice. Professor Satish Dhawan, a distinguished professor of aeronautics and an educationist, succeeded Dr. Sarabhai at the head of India's space program. He was a man who demanded high degree of professionalism and perfection in any task that he assigned to his juniors. Working with him gave me insights into the intricacies of a management system as complex as space, the process of decision making, and the culture of transparency. He insisted on adopting practices of rigorous analysis and identifying multiple pathways to decision making, and thus zeroing down on an optimal solution rather than a perfect one. Professor Dhawan strongly believed not only in sharing the details of a successful mission, but also considered it crucial to be open about the details of a failure too, with the larger body of intellectuals and the informed public. He was convinced that an effective public outreach about ISRO activities in general and providing details about specific events, for example, a failure and how ISRO learned lessons out of its future, to create not only awareness about important development, but this also brings in a trust and credibility to the larger cross-section of our society about our space program. I myself experienced this outlook of Professor Dhawan during my tenure as the director of what is now designated as the U.R. Rao Satellite Center at Bangalore. One day in 1992, he called me to his office and expounded his philosophy of how ISRO should maintain a level of transparency and exercise freedom of information. He mentioned that during the annual meetings of the Indian Academy of Sciences, Professor Ramarao, I remember, made me a president there, it's a practice to invite eminent people from high level of accomplishments in their own fields to come and deliver an evening lecture, which is not only aimed at the fellows of the academy, but also for those interested individuals among the general public. He further pointed out that it has been decided to hold the next meeting of the annual meeting of the academy. This is in 1992, I may mention, at Ahmedabad, with due consultations with Professor Nardam Narasimha, another very well accomplished aeronautical scientist who had just taken over as the president of the academy. It was decided that they would like me to deliver that year's evening lecture. He added, one of the key reasons for inviting me is that I should use this opportunity to provide a glimpse of ISRO's approach to dealing with failures, that of identifying possible anomalies and coming out with strategies to reduce the future probability of such failures. I felt overwhelmed at this suggestion, especially considering the previous speakers and their national stature. By adopting this approach of openness, Professor Dhawan was convinced that ISRO could reduce the chances of unwarranted speculations, besides building up public confidence in the space endeavor. You know how sensitive the country is to any problems in space. A little anomaly hits the headlines, the papers. And so one has to be extremely careful that the public understands, after all, it is their taxpayers' money that we deal with, and they should know what is happening really. This is the background of Professor Dhawan's thinking, that we has to be to the maximum extent transparent of all our activities. But the specific challenge for me was, I had little previous experience in choosing such a theme for a public lecture. I considered it prudent to consult Professor Dhawan himself about the type of missions I should use as an example to illustrate this theme. I could see that he was well prepared for such a question when he immediately replied I should discuss with the corona-related in-orbit anomaly of the Bhaskara 1, launched on June 7th, 1979, the catastrophic failure of the India's first operational communication satellite, INSAT 1A, which was launched on April 10, 1982, and lastly, the failure of India's augmented satellite launch vehicle, a rocket, which failed on July 13, 1988. Why I'm giving this little detail is that one was a satellite which India built for remote sensing from space, the Bhaskara, and it failed because of an onboard arcing that happened because of a high voltage. The other one was an INSAT which we got from outside, which had an extraordinary performance requirement, but it through almost like what you call in the medical parlance as a multi-organ failure. This system failed through a propagation of several defects, a very complex failure mode. And then lastly, the vehicle ASLV D2, this is one of the things where we learn how to separate one stage from another. You call these multi-stage rockets to optimize the performance. And when one stage separates from other, there is a whole host of aerodynamics, controls, propulsion. They all interact with each other in matters of seconds. And you have to have the right performance within very stringent limits to make sure that these function together. And that's what we learned in this flight failure. After considerable discussion, then the question was how to present it to this public. After considerable discussion and consultations, referring the available literatures on the various aspects of these three missions, as well as taking suggestions of experts on the best method of articulating the ideas that will enable most of the fellows of the academy, as well as the general public to comprehend, I delivered this public talk. In particular, it was a great experience to learn, understand, interpret, and effectively communicate these multidimensional aspects of this complex theme through this task that was assigned to me by Professor Satish Dhawan. In my presentation, I highlighted the critical role that the failures of this mission played as a part of learning curve in the early phase of our space program. We learned several important aspects of satellite and launch vehicle design, as revealed from the analysis and simulation of these failures. In this context, I may like to digress and say that when we had a failure, when we had a problem with one of my early graduate student studies of building an instrument, and we had a problem on the ground while testing it, and Sarabhai, our guide, happened to visit that place early morning to see how we are doing, and we told them that there are problems in the payload. He said, take it back to the lab and look at it. There could be some serious things which you have not understood. Next day, we worked through the whole thing, corrected the problem, and we successfully flew it. Sarabhai asked me, how did it go? I said, it went off successfully, sir. But I want to tell you one thing, he said. See, if that particular problem and the failure you did not face at that particular point, certainly it would have missed. It would have been a marginal performance of the balloon and the payload. And later on, it could have blown up in more complex systems, and it would have been much more costly failure than what he encountered the other day. So it is better to learn early from failures, understand the failures, correct it, and to make sure that you are prepared for more complex systems to be successfully flown in the future. So this was the kind of a thing. I'm just telling the attitude of the chairman of ISRO in the context of dealing with failures. They always considered failures as a stepping stone to success. Mind you, this is something which you will also need in your own career in different contexts. At the end of the lecture, the highly appreciative response that we received from this presentation from the audience truly vindicated Professor Dhawan's ideas of transparency and openness. It's always good to be transparent, open, and tell the truth, tell correctly the truth, don't be evasive. And I think it is much easier to live a life with that kind of a situation. For me, this entire episode was more than an experience of preparing and delivering a lecture to an erudite audience. Years later, when I became the chairman of ISRO, I encountered a major challenge in the context of dealing with the aborted first flight of the GSLV Mark I. You know, the GSLV Mark I is a very heavy launcher. It is supposed to put a satellite into 36,000 kilometers altitude above the equator. It is used for geosynchronous missions like the communications and so on and so forth. A very important milestone for India's space program. And we had an aborted launch in the first development of this when I was the chairman. Within minutes of the occurrence of the abort, it became clear to us that one of the strap-ons among the first four providing additional boost to the first stage had underperformed by a few %. thereby activating a very unique onboard computer-aided detection and abort function. Coming out of the control room, I immediately called up the then Honorable Prime Minister Sri Vajpayee and conveyed to him about this unfortunate event. Honorable PM's instantaneous reaction to this was, ISRO should not become demoralized since it's all part of the game, especially in areas like space. He further went on to add, in the past too, ISRO has successfully tided over such challenges with determination, tenacity, and displaying high degree of professionalism. Therefore, he was confident that we would come over this challenge too. It was a great solace to receive those words of assurance from the Prime Minister of India soon, with minutes after this failure had occurred. Abort had occurred, not a failure, abort had occurred. Soon after briefing the Honorable Prime Minister, I decided to address the press. They were there, and they were there unusually large numbers because it was the first India's geosynchronous flight, and we will be joining a select club of 4 nations at that particular time. So there were large numbers, not only from within the country, but from international agencies too. I explained to them the factual details of the aborted flight. To several questions as to when we should be able to fly again, I only committed that the failure analysis to be conducted in the next few days would give us clues to rectify the anomaly and thus again get ready for the next attempt. It could either be the next few weeks or the next few months. It's a matter of history that we flew this vehicle successfully after changing the defective strap-on in a matter of 3 weeks. The news that the papers and other media in our country and abroad carried about the aborted flight was based on this factual communication ISRO shared and along with our own assessment about the possible repeat flight with its own uncertainties. Reporting was sober and well aligned to the actual facts. The news gave no room for any kind of speculations and conjectures. This is an excellent example of how you could successfully apply the experience while preparing that 1992 evening lecture, at the suggestion of Professor Dhawan, to a major event a decade later when I myself was the chairman of ISRO. So you see the kind of vision these people had and the kind of priorities they had in trying to manage ISRO and looking at all the dimensions of the problem. This is what I want to emphasize, that you just cannot look at the failure as a failure. They had several dimensions. How do you deal with the press? How do you deal with the public? How do you deal with the failure itself? How do you deal with the various agencies which have done various types of designs on this? There were several, but they were able to tie it together properly, see the relationships, and come out with a strategy that ultimately leads to the next step without much of a concern about what happened in the previous step, because you understand it. The third chairman of ISRO with whom I worked was U.R. Rao, a very well-known cosmic ray physicist and an astronomer, a man in a hurry. His dynamism, restlessness to achieve the results quickly, and with right application of mind, stemming from his deep familiarity with scientific research and methods, make him a unique leader. Working with him in building India's first satellite, Hyderabad, was a great experience of practicing scientific rigor, facing unconventional technological challenges, adhering to strict controls on schedules and budgets, creating a new organizational structure, and above all, working with the culture of another country, the then Soviet Union, with which we had a collaboration in the manufacture, design, and launching of Hyderabad. It was a total experience systemic, if I am permitted to say so, and it gave me crucial insights to deal with realizing multiple dimensional and multidisciplinary outcomes. What is equally important to recognize is starting from the scratch and with a need to learn the ABC of satellite technology with very little industrial interface. When we were given only 36 months to do this on an end-to-end basis, we still did it, but we still did it in 40 months instead of 36 months. Yes, you can see the consciousness, we were so conscious of the fact that the very tight control that we need to exercise on all the activity to realize this in 40 months. I should say 40 months is still could be a Guinness Book of Records. Now coming back to management as a contingent discipline, It has drawn various other subjects such as economics, philosophy, psychology, public administration, sociology, and history to develop its theoretical framework. This multidisciplinary approach mainly focuses on aspects of business, such as how people behave in an organization, how decisions are made, what are the best ways for communication in the organization, why some leaders succeed, and such things. I am given to understand that largely the management theories we study have been an outcome of research in various disciplines. At this point, I would like to bring some of the recent issues that the Committee for Drafting the National Policy addressed in the context of radically transforming the approach to higher education in this country. And I should still refer to Professor Ramarao, who very diligently went through the chapters about which a little bit I am trying to share with you. In my view, this could influence the future of management education too. In particular, I would like to highlight some of the elements related to liberal education being made the underlying approach to the undergraduate education, whether it is mainstream education, professional education, or vocational education. The concept of liberal arts literally means the liberal notion of arts. The very idea that all branches of creative human endeavor, including mathematics and science, should be considered arts, indeed, has distinct Indian origins. Numerous ancient books in India going back to 2000 years, including Banabhatta's Kadambari, written 1400 years ago, and one of the world's first ever novels, described 64 kalas of arts, where it was written that a truly educated person was one who mastered all the 64 kalas. These kalas included music, dance, painting, and sculpture, in addition to subjects such as engineering and mathematics, as well as vocational subjects like carpentry, as this is very close to what the liberal arts refer today. Indian literature is replete with instances of cross-disciplinary works combining various subjects across the arts and sciences, such as Bharada's Natya Shastra, this is circa 300 BC, a text largely about music and dance, but also delves deeply into the connections with principles of mathematics and physics. This important Indian concept of liberal education has indeed become extremely important for the employment landscape of the 21st century. And education of this kind is already being extensively used today with great success elsewhere. It is time India also brought back this great tradition to its place of origin. The purpose and importance of a liberal education today, that is, an education across the kalas, is to enable students to explore the various remarkable relationships that exist among the sciences and the humanities, mathematics and arts, medicine and physics, etc., and more generally, to explore the surprising unity of all fields of human endeavor. Thus, liberal education enables one to truly develop both the sides of the brain. Ultimately, you see what kind of neural network they play around. The creative and artistic side on one side, and the analytical side of the brain. The overly pragmatic and skeptical student, I am sure everywhere that will be there, who would always ask, why do I need to know about discipline that seemingly have nothing to do with the job that I entered to work for? There are many answers to this question. Firstly, and perhaps the most importantly, a liberal education greatly enriches one's life and makes life so much more meaningful and joyful when one is able to appreciate many words. I also want to say that when you have this outlook and you have picked up this kind of a character in you, it has several implications with regard to your own productivity and ability to go and explore new things successfully. Secondly, one never actually knows what one job is going to be in the long term or what work it would entail. With the coming of the fourth industrial revolution and the rapidly changing employment landscape, a liberal education is more important and useful for one's employment than ever before. Thirdly, even if one somehow knows in advance what job one will have one will have forever, one still never knows what ideas and concepts from other disciplines might make an appearance in a way that could improve or even completely transform the work that one is doing. A liberal education, as described so beautifully in India's past and suitably adopted to the present times, is indeed what is needed for the education of India in the future to truly lead the country to the 21st century and the fourth industrial revolution. I would like to digress a little at this juncture and examine some unique traits of humans that can offer insights into why certain leaders succeed spectacularly in their chosen ventures. I consider this step appropriate for you youngsters because of the several opportunities that they have opened up in the recent past in the form of startups and entrepreneurship within an ecosystem that fosters the development of high level of professional competence, creativity, and innovation. When I talk of entrepreneurship, venture capital, and things, I am reminded of one of your board members, Mr. Mohandas Pai. He has been tremendous in terms of promoting this kind of things among the youngsters. And I consider it that you are singularly fortunate that he is here with you on the board to guide you on these aspects, which are very critical in the coming years in the context of creating new ventures, new job opportunities, entrepreneurship, and whatnot. I recently came across some analysis by author Walter Isaacson about certain attributes that connect today's geniuses with the influential innovators of the past, and I reproduce some important features of the same. Going further and comparing, I take the names of Steve Jobs, founder of Apple, I don't have to say that here, and Leonardo da Vinci, a genius of the Renaissance period. One thing that is common to these two creative geniuses, born in different times, is their demonstrated ability to marry art and science to create innovations of high impact. To these people, beauty, design, and engineering were all the same. One of Da Vinci's most famous work, The Vitruvian Man, is partly a self-portrait with beautiful curls and perfect shading. Leonardo's drawing has the exact proportion of the body correct, and he made 230 measurements before drawing it. So it's a work of staggering scientific sophistication. Meanwhile, his peers made line drawings. According to Isaacson, one lesson to be learned from Da Vinci is to embrace many fields of knowledge and passion. Often we fail to be creative because we think too narrowly. Leonardo would just wonder, what does a woodpecker tongue look like? And he wanted to know not because he would help him to buy a flying machine or paint a better painting, but out of curiosity. All that eventually leads to a spiritual feel for patterns of nature. But even if it doesn't lead you to someday paint the Mona Lisa, it can still lead to the more enriching life. It's this obvious that Leonardo mastered the art of how to balance the business of being perfect with also being productive. Now, coming to the several centuries later, I would like to bring the importance of knowledge related to arts, crafts, architecture, and aesthetics as a part of engineering education. And I should say, even though I call it engineering education, it is applicable to many aspects of engineering, including the management education. It's often lamented that India produces very competent engineers, but fails short of being great innovators. Steve Jobs, famous for his innovative ideas, was once asked a question as to what makes Apple products successful. According to him, the secret was to bring top-notch aesthetics with top-notch engineering. He himself is known to have said as to why the Macintosh computer revolutionized computing, and I quote, I think part of what made the Macintosh great was the people working on it were musicians and poets artists, zoologists, and historians who also happen to be the best computer scientists in the world. With an ecosystem that is conducive to bring the best of engineering with the expertise drawn from arts and humanities, one could really transform the outcomes of an engineering education through a creation of top-notch innovators. Dear friends, through my experience, I have learned that there is a great potential and talent in our country to achieve success in every field if we work in an organized and disciplined manner. We have demonstrated notable successes in several areas where we have brought to bear our capabilities and worked as a team. Our accomplishments in the field of space is an example where we are recognized as a significant spacefaring nation by the world community. Our success in the field of information technology is also another example where we have established excellence in the global arena. The number of Indians in the top management of leading global technology companies contributing to great technology innovations is known to you all. India has become a breeding ground for global talent, and you need to carry it forward. I would like to conclude the address by emphasizing that the path to great achievements and success will put enormous demands and call upon you to bring to bear the highest degree of professionalism. This, in turn, will imply continuous updating of your knowledge and thus making the process of learning a sustainable endeavor. The ancient wisdom reflected in the following Subhashita sloga is apt to this situation, and I quote, Narasya abaranam rubam, rubasya abaranam gunaha, gunasya abaranam jnanam, jnanasya abaranam shama. Appearance is the adornment of a human. Character is the adornment of that appearance. Knowledge is the adornment of such character, and the ability to have compassion, mercy, and spirit of forgiveness is the adornment of such a knowledge. I wish you all, my young friends, the very best in your professional career and personal life.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your valuable and rich experience and making us understand the complexities, technological challenges, how to overcome failures, improving the learning curve, bringing highest degree of professionalism and succeed. Thank you so much for giving us the mantras for success. Thank you so much. May I now request our President, Board of Governors and the Directors to join the stage together to felicitate our Chief Guest for the day, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan. I request to honor Dr. Kasturi Rangan, and I request the board to join in doing the honors for him. Thank you. I now request Professor Srinivas Murthy, Dean, Institute of Public Enterprise, to propose the vote of thanks.
Respected Chief Guest, distinguished dignitaries on the dais, students of class of 2017 and 2018, faculty and staff of IPE, invitees, press and media, ladies and gentlemen. It is my proud privilege to propose vote of thanks on this August occasion on behalf of IPE family. At the outset, I would like to thank Padma Vibhushan, Dr. Kasturi Rangan, Emeritus Professor, National Institute of Advanced Studies, IISc Campus, Bangalore, for his inspiring convocation address, and also for awarding gold medal and PG diplomas to the students of class of 2017 and 2018. Thank you very much, sir, for your address. Your life journey is a great lesson for all of us. It's a great inspiration for most of the youngsters here and for all of us. Your association with the legendary figures like Vikram Sarabhai, Satish Dhawan, and our own Emeritus President, Professor P. Ramarao Garu, and the lessons you have learned, and how the youngsters also learn lessons from each and every aspect they take up, and also at the same time being transparent in life and learning from each failure as early as possible. And he also touched upon the multidisciplinary approach to life and how a human being should have a blend of both knowledge and skill at the same time, what we call Chatushrishti Kalalu, 64 arts, and having entry into entrepreneurship, innovation. You have touched upon each and every aspect which our students, I'm sure, will find very, very inspiring. Thank you so much, sir, once again. I thank Sri K. Madharava Garu, our President, Board of Governors IPE, and former Chief Secretary, Government of AP, and former Chief Selection Commissioner, for his thought-provoking address and also exhorting students to work towards a value-driven society. And thank you very much, sir, for your continuous guidance to us, support in organizing Convocation 2019. Students, you remember our President, along with our board members, whenever he comes to the campus, he makes it a point to meet you. And one evening, I think a batch of 2017, they asked him, sir, we would like to have a convocation. So readily he agreed, and along with the board members and the director, so work towards that. On this occasion, we would also like to thank the board members, each of them, our President, our Emeritus President, Professor V. Ramarao Garu, Madam Mahaparali Garu, for spending so much of time. They have given valuable time in minute by minute, designing the whole program of convocation. They have helped us at every stage, and thank you so much, sir. I also thank Padma Vibhushan Dr. P. Ramarao Garu, Emeritus President, IPE, and Chairman, Governing Council, IASC, for his gracious presence today and his continuous support and guidance in organizing this event. His presence is a great motivation to all of us. So thank you so much, sir. At every stage you have helped us, this campus, and also motivating youngsters. So he has injected scientific temper into us, and a great human being. Thank you so much, sir. I thank Madam Mahapar Ali Garu, former CGM, Learning and Development, SBI, and Honorable Board Member of IPE for her gracious presence in the event and her continuous guidance and support in organizing this event in general. And if you see the auditorium, the flower decoration, so beautiful. Madam's idea and guidance is there. Please give a big round of applause. This speaks volumes about the board members, how much interest they take. They discuss each and everything and plan along with our Director Mishra ji, made things so. I thank you so much, Madam. I thank our Director, Professor R.K. Mishra, for his continuous guidance and support in organizing the event. Without his guidance, nothing will happen. Every day, he always thinks about new programs, new seminars. So, like that, you know, you have been listening to our Director Mishra ji so many occasions. Thank you so much, sir, for your guidance and help. I thank all the invitees, parents, and guests for their gracious presence. I thank members of press and electronic media for their presence and coverage of the event. And I especially thank the students of class of 2017 and 2018 for being present here in large numbers, and I compliment them for getting their diplomas from legendary figures. Thank all the faculty and staff of IPE family for their excellent contribution in making it a grand success. I especially thank Administration Account Department, Director Secretariat, COE Office, Dean's Office, PGP Office, Admissions and Placement Office, IT Division, Facilities Department, Flower Decoration, Dr. Karuna, security in making this event a great success. Everything has been planned in a trustworthy. I thank our RSPs, Dr. M.L.N. Rao, Ms. J. Kiranmai and Mr. Upender, and also along with Mr. Pani, our IPO, for their untiring efforts in making this a great success. Last but not least, I would like to thank Ms. J. Kiranmai and Dr. Shaki for the nice campaigning they have done today. Please give a big round of applause. And great Sri Tyagaraja said, Endaro Mahanubhavalu Andariki Vandanamu. I also repeat that the great people behind the success of the event, I salute all the human beings on board the institute. Thank you. Thank you, one and all, for the event.
Thank you, Dr. Murthy. I now request our President, Shri K. Madhavrao Garu, President Board of Governors, to declare the convocation closed, marking the end of the ceremonial.
I declare the convocation.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
May I request the members present in the auditorium to remain standing as the academic procession leaves the auditorium. May I request Professor R.K. Mishra, Director IPE, to lead the procession.